All right, thanks, Andy and Joseph. You're watching AFCRDTV, and again, the final for this warm Saturday afternoon at Hayden Road, the season opener for the 22-23 campaign. It finishes AFC Rushden Diamonds 0, Needham Market 0. The man of the match, rightfully so, goalkeeper Dean Snedker. Sneds, or as I like to call you, Dino, your early thoughts about that game today?
No, I thought the boys put in a shift. It's a hot day, like you said, and to go throughout 90 minutes and not concede a goal, I see that as a positive. We're still like a new group, and I feel like we've got a lot of time to sort of gel together, and I feel the goals will come.
You have to feel good about keeping clean sheet,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Clean sheet was massive for us. I had to make a few saves today, and the back four in front of me I thought were great today, and they made a lot of tackles and a lot of blocks, which helps.
Well, that's right, Dean. You made some great saves. No disrespect, but maybe Ryan Hughes, he had the save of the game there late second half when he took the ball off the line. Huh?
Yeah, 100%. I'd say that. That was definitely a match winner.
Glad we don't have VAR at this level.
No. Well, he didn't go in. I'm sure of that. I've seen it.
So it was a long preseason, I think like 8 or 9 games, and I'm sure you're glad to get that behind you. Did you feel like the team accomplished what you wanted in preseason play?
I feel it was a tough preseason. We had a lot of results that didn't go our way. A few goals, maybe too many goals we conceded in certain games. But like I said, it's a completely new group. We needed the time to play 8 or 9 games to sort of gel as a team, and I feel like we made a step in the right direction.
Exactly, and today, of course, officially the first game of the new season, the real thing, or as I like to say, the real thing.
Yeah.
Did you feel the intensity was there today for the first game?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Like I said, it's a tough game with the heat and stuff like that. But I feel like throughout the whole game, the boys were so intense throughout the whole 90 minutes.
Sure. Well, and personally for you, was it a tough decision to stay with Diamonds? We're all, very much glad that you signed a contract with the team for this season.
No tough decision whatsoever. I didn't really think about it that much. Spoke with the gaffer over the summer, and what he was saying to me is what was good stuff that he said to me. So it made my decision much clearer.
Well, very good, Dean. There's always the next game, Baseford United, a week from today. Early thoughts about that match?
Like I said, we've got our 4 weeks training now, so we'll work hard Tuesday and Thursday preparation for Saturday's game.
All right, very good. Well done today, Dean.
Thank you so much.
AFCRDTV, we're here at Hayden Road after today's draw with Needham Market, and I'm joined by Diamonds manager Andy Burgess. Well, Andy, it's a point and a clean sheet on the opening day, but is there a bit of disappointment, we're at home with the fans behind us, that we couldn't go and get all 3?
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice to go and get all 3, obviously. But I think we have to look at the game as a whole. We've rode our luck a couple of times or a few times. Sneds has done his job a couple of times brilliantly. That's why we fought so hard to keep him, and it was so important to keep him. But again, it's a big learning opportunity today. And I've just said to the players, with every 90 minutes we get and every training session we get, we'll be so much better as a group. Lots to take away from today. It would have been nice to maybe nick a goal and win the game, but as you say, clean sheet, a point on the board, we're off and running. We would have hoped to have created a few more chances, hoped to have had a bit better play in the final third. We know that. We're not daft. We know we can be better going forward, and we have to create more chances going forward. But it's all for us to work on. It's all for us to try and develop us as a group, and we'll move forward with that.
You made one change to the Luton game and went with that 4-4-2 again, and particularly in the first half defensively, I thought we looked really good. We had a solid 2 banks of 4 there. Was there much work going on in training to sort of nullify those Needham threats? Because technically they are a very good team.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we've worked on it all week. Trying to be 2 solid banks, as you say, and shuffle across and stop crosses and stop shots and stop balls coming into our box, and try and stop the players getting into spaces between lines and try and be higher up. I think a big thing from pre-season has been that we've been too deep as a back line for various reasons. I think we're getting there. Still at times when we can be better at that, and that will help us higher up the pitch to maybe win the ball back higher up the pitch. So yeah, lots of sort of mechanical things that we can take away from today as well, that we can work on through the week. I'm really pleased that we've got Tuesday and Thursday now as a free week to work before we travel to Baseford. But yeah, it's I was pleased with a lot of the defensive shape and how we dealt with quite a few things from them. They're an established team at this level and got some good players, and we defensively, although they got in a couple of times and had a few chances, a lot of the play was good.
And we had a few opportunities ourselves, particularly in that first half. Jensen hitting the post, Evan with that header that went over the bar, and it feels like we had some golden opportunities there, but we just couldn't quite take them, and that sort of let us down there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we came in half time and said, although they've probably had the majority of play and better or more chances, we probably had the best too. You know, Jens has done well to get his shot away and sit the outside of the bar, so a yard the other way and it's 1-0. And Evans is a magnificent ball from Miguel, and you know, Evans got his head on it and would want to do better with it. So 2 real good chances there, and one of those go in, and you know, you potentially go on and win the game. But yeah, you know, we felt we could be better in possession of the ball. We felt we needed to keep the ball better, which is why I changed it and brought Louis on in that sort of 10 role to try and create things and try and get hold of the ball a bit better and pass the ball a bit better. But again, you know, it's 90 minutes in the tank for us and 90 minutes of knowing more about us, and you know, we go forward from there.
Yeah, Needham played very well in that second half. They took more ownership on the ball, and we perhaps struggled to get out from the back at times and into their own half. Why do you feel that was?
Yeah, a little bit. I think it was just a case of having more quality possession and having more sustained periods of possession. We did a little bit, but nowhere near enough. You know, I think we need to dominate the ball better with the players that we've got. We need to get it to the wide players more. We've spoken about getting the wide players higher up the pitch in terms of possession as well, because we feel they're getting it a bit too deep. So if we can get that extra pass into the centre forwards and then get it wide, I think it gives our wide players who, you know, 1v1, they're as good as there is in this division. So we need to get them into the game more, and we perhaps need to look after it a little bit better in higher areas of the pitch. So yeah, you know, they had good possession second half. I think they're a group who've been together a long time, and we're a fairly new group who are trying to knit together, trying to gel together, trying to create partnerships all over the pitch, and we will get there. It won't happen overnight, but there were positive signs today.
So next week we go to Basford, who will provide a different test, as all teams will in this league. But from our perspective, how do we go about, you know, converting that 1 point into 3 next week?
Well, like I say, I think we need to be better in possession of the football. I think we need to keep the ball better. I think we need to play through the pitch sometimes, through the third, sometimes a bit better instead of going back to front. Using midfield a little bit better, be a bit more reliable up top and getting hold of the ball a bit better and bringing players into play. We'll have a look at, you know, we've had someone at Basford today, so we'll have a look at that, or at Royston today, and we'll have a look. I think they've lost 3-1. We'll have a look at their report and see where we can exploit and what we can do better. But you know, we want to stay positive. We want to be positive. You know, there's lots of things we could be negative about today, but you know, we don't want to be that. We've got a young group who are learning. We want to stay as positive as we possibly can. We want to help improve them as individuals, which will help us collectively. So, yeah, lots and lots of good things today, and lots of things that we'll take forward into next week and try and, you know, go and get 3 points at Basford.
So we're now into the league season. You've got your squad more or less assembled, but say if there's any opportunities to bring in some players over the course of the next couple of weeks, is that something that you're still looking to do?
100%. You know, I still would say that there'll be 1, if not 2, to come into the group. I think we're light on numbers. You know, if we pick up 1 or 2 injuries, I think it would be a concern. So, you know, I'm down the line with 1 especially that I think will improve us massively, and potentially another one. So, yeah, you know, I think that I'm 99.9% sure there'll be at least 1 body through the door before Basford, who will help us, and potentially 2. So it's definitely something we need to do. We 100% need to bring extra bodies in to help us and push us on. A little bit more experience, a little bit more know-how on the pitch, and you know, hopefully as well, Matty Fossum's available for us next week, because he's experienced, he's a leader. So yeah, we'll hopefully have 1 or 2 more options going into next week at Basford.
Well, thanks for your time, Andy. It's always appreciated, and we'll see you again next week.
Thanks, Joseph.